What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Ultimate Team. This is episode number 4, and we start today's episode off by going into our transfer list and seeing that we have sold 4 of our players, which is great, and we also have a few that didn't sell, unfortunately. So we get a few coins there, not too much, but a few coins that will help us at the start of the series. So we go and quick sell the rest that didn't sell, and yeah, that's fantastic news for us. So we're doing okay at the moment. We're doing okay. We've got 7 wins. Of course, one of those was offline against the team of the week. So we're doing okay at the moment, and we're doing very well to make sure that we don't slip up early on and continue building the squad. It's looking very decent. It is, of course, a full League 1 side at the moment. Of course, we do want to probably replace. There's quite a few players to replace, really. I mean, I've got quite a few squads on FUT head that I'm thinking of going down. The route I'm going to go down, and yeah, it's been quite decent. But anyway, we come against this side here, who looks like he's trying to build a Barclays Premier League side. He's got Ferdinand and Small as a centre-back partnership, Lescott, Joe Cole, Henderson, Sterling, Welbeck and Oxlade-Chamberlain, and a couple of randoms in there too. So coming up against this team, he's got a pretty decent side, to be honest. So I was expecting it to be a pretty tough game, and it was. But in the 19th minute we had our first chance. Ben Yedder tried to round the goalkeeper. We got very lucky though, because it looked like a sweat goal. It wasn't meant to be one, but it just rolled through to Alisson Drini in the end, and our left midfielder makes it 1-0. So we got 1-0 up here, and in the 26th minute Joe Cole came through for this guy. Sergio Aurier gives the ball straight to Sterling. What on earth was I doing there? And it was such a comical goal to concede as well. Terrible defending. That is the main aspect that's, this bad with me when it comes to Ultimate Team ability. My mentality is poor, and also my defending is absolutely atrocious, so I need to fix that. But in the 36th minute we had a great chance to get ourselves back in front. Ben Yedder came through and chipped the goalkeeper nicely, so we weren't level for long, and Ben Yedder made it 2-1. So a really good finish over the goalkeeper, a nice chip, and it's 2-1 here. And in the 45th minute we had another great chance as we were going into half time. Kalou collects the ball from the goalkeeper's kick out, gives it to Ben Yedder, skips past Rio Ferdinand with a nice step over, ball roll, fake shot, comes through, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Can he finish? You bet your life he can. This is such a great striker, Definitely thinking about keeping him in the squad for the long term. Maybe convert him to striker and have him as our first choice striker alongside Kalou, because he's really solid. I mean, there's some good strikers to get, but even so, he is an awesome player. But in the 61st minute we had a great chance here. Payet came through with some nice skill, and for some reason the referee didn't want to give that as a penalty. That was the most clear penalty you will ever see, and the referee didn't give it, so it was still 3-1. I was absolutely furious because it gave this guy a chance to get back into the game, and he had a great chance with Sterling down the right hand side here as he crossed the ball in. Welbeck headed it in, and it was 3-2. So it looked as though this guy was going to come back and get a point, when in reality we should have had a penalty and made it 4-1. So I was absolutely furious at this stage. But in the 75th minute, Gorkov plays through Kalou, goes 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Real good chance here, stops the ball, scoop turns, and ends up smashing the ball into the back of the net. So in the end, it doesn't matter. Kalou gets the goal, makes it 4-2 to us, and that is how the game finishes. So we should have had a penalty, and we should have won the game by more goals, and I shouldn't have conceded those 2 goals. They were very sloppy, but it doesn't matter. We collected 3 points, we dominated the guy, and yeah, I was very pleased to get another 3 points, and we're getting closer to getting out of this division. So 9 points so far, and that brings up our 7th online win out of 7. But we come into the next game. We have a contract problem though for the first time of the series, and here's a little tutorial just in case you don't know how to do it. We have a contract problem here, and it's Jared Dren, our goalkeeper, who's running out of contract. So we give him one of the silvers we got at the start of the series, and he is good for another 8 games. So that is fantastic news for us, and it is another manager's task as well, so that's fantastic news. But we check out the team. They're perfectly fine in terms of fitness, so we go straight into the game, and of course we're looking to secure status in this division, so we won't be getting relegated with a win in this game, and we look to press on to try and get the division title as soon as possible, and promotion of course. And we come against this guy who's got a mix of silver and gold here, Bundesliga I think it is. Yeah, it's Bundesliga, so it looks like a very strong side. Don't know too much apart from the fact that Bobadilla, the Argentine striker up top, is a really decent striker, so I was a bit fearful of that, but I felt we could probably get a couple of goals, and we did get the first one in the 13th minute. Diawara gets the header, puts it past the goalkeeper, and makes it 1-0 to us. And a few minutes after that, Matuidi leaves it to Gorkov. The ball comes to Payet. It's a lovely ball through to Kalou, takes on Abraham here, down the left hand side, nice little Berber spin, rolls it through to Alessandrini. Can he finish? 1-on-1, scoop turn, open goal, puts it wide. What a terrible miss by Alessandrini. That was embarrassing. I know it's his weaker foot, but even so, terrible miss. It's still 1-0, but in the 59th minute we had a chance to rectify that. Payet came through here, and I just didn't want to take any chances because the guy was quite a good player. His team wasn't very good, but he was quite a good player. Didn't want to take the chances, so Payet got us a 2-0 lead here. But in the 90th minute, it could have been 2-1. Bobadilla comes through, and his shot hits the post. So it was a game of few chances, really. The game does finish at 2-0. One for Diawara, one for Payet. No real skill in the goals, but there you go. But it was a game of few chances. That guy had like 2 shots all game. I had 8 and 4, but the possession was really even. Like most of the possession and most of the action came in the middle of the park. So he was a decent player when it came to keeping hold of the ball and stopping me from coming forward. But offensively, he wasn't very solid, and it was quite a decent matched-up game. But even so, we win by 2-0, and that's great news because it does mean that we can secure the division title in this game. We are of course already promoted, but we can secure the division title against this guy. So you come up against this team, and it's a very, very strong side, 4.5 star, full Serie A team, very, very solid players in there. Very good non-rare players as well. Players like Honko are really good, and Emmanuelson, they're really, really solid non-rare players. So I was, not fearful, but I was feeling this could be a game where I failed to get our first non-win of the season. But in the 46th minute, we had our first chance, score, off some nice skills. Great save by the goalkeeper though, and it was eventually cleared off the line, and the guy managed to clear it and hold on for half time as the score was still 0-0. So it was a very balanced first half, not many chances, but that was the best one, still 0-0. But in the 67th minute here, Gorkov collects it, gives it to Payet, nice passing, gives it to Alessandrini, back to Matuidi, then Berdimo comes down left hand side, nice little 1-2 of Payet, uses his strength to get around Konko, down left hand side, cross it in, there's Kalou with the header to make it 1-0, and we were 1-0 up. So the guy, very good player, like I said, very good side, some very good non-res in there, and it was 1-0. And in the 90th minute we had a chance to make it 2-0, and we did just that. Matuidi, great ball through to Ben Yedder, and it's as clinical as you like from our man up top. So Ben Yedder makes it 2-0. And we go and collect a 2-0 victory here and secure the division title. I mean, as you see in the match stats, we should have won by more goals, to be honest. He had a solid side, but he wasn't that great of a player, and he didn't really stop my attacks very well. But it's 5 wins out of 5, and we win the division title. So we move up division, and I'm very, very pleased about that. And we also got 5k coins, I think it was, which is very nice indeed. We also saw sell that PSV player. I think it was PSV, wasn't it? The silver Swedish midfielder there. Can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to bother. But we sell him for 300 coins. And we also go and buy some contracts as well, because the players are finally starting after 10 games to lose their contracts now. So they're actually quite cheap this year, which is really good. Last year and certainly the year before, contracts could be quite expensive, but this year they're quite cheap. I'm picking up shiny goals for like 300 to 350 to 400 coins max, so it's really good how cheap they are. And yeah, we pick up 5 here. I don't think we spent more than 350 coins for a single shiny gold contract, so that's really, really good. I mean, I'm not sure whether it was like this last year because I didn't play too much, but I certainly used to pay like 800 to 1,000 coins for a shiny gold at sometimes. So in general, it's great how cheap they are, and that's nothing but good news, and that's fantastic news. And we did have 3 players out of contract. That's why I brought them. Marquinhos, our centre back, Sergio Aurier, our right back, and also Payet, who's playing on the right wing. So we go and give them the contracts, and we'll have 2 remaining as well. So that's good, and it just means that they're ready for another 28 games. That's fantastic. But we also go ahead and put a bid on Nkalou here, a centre-back that plays for Marseille. He's a Cameroon international. He's really solid, 77 pace I do believe, yes, 81 rated overall, some great defensive stats. He's got a chemistry style as well, which is backbone. Not sure how much it goes for, but it seems to improve his defending and heading, so that's awesome news. We pick him up, and that's great for us. He's only 5'11", that's the only bad thing about him, because that's not too tall for a centre-back. But we also go ahead and put a bid in for Jeremy Menez here. As much as I love Ben Yedder, I'd prefer to get a better striker, and Menez is such a solid player. I'm surprised he's only 77 rated. I thought he'd be higher than that, because he's a really solid player. He's okay, inconsistent at times, but he's a really solid player. So we pick him up, and also we go in for Petroipa, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. I know his first name is Jonathan, so maybe we'll just call him that. But he's a Burkina Faso player that plays on the left wing for Stade Rennais, and he's got 4-star skills, and he's only costing us 650 coins. That's basically this card price. That's a fantastic deal, because he does have 91 pace as well, and that's going to be a great deal, because he's 1 rating better than Alessandrini, and I think I'll probably still play Alessandrini because I like him. And our final signing is James Rodriguez. He cost us about 2.5k. He's originally a right wing player, but this is converted down to right midfield. That's why he costs a bit more money. But as always, guys, big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please leave likes. That's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for another episode of My Ultimate Team tomorrow afternoon.